Women yank off $5,000 worth of underwear and then stuffs them into $10,000 stinky shoes, and then she threw them from 8,000 meters into the ground. The shoes hit the ground with a muffled thud. The acidic odor of the shoe attracted the dog, but the dog's owner, who was on the phone, didn't notice. The two sisters up there panicked. They've been desperately trapped in the TV tower for 3 days and nights. They finally met a living person. Of course they can't miss this chance to call for help, so the woman took off her other shoe. With all her strength, she threw it to the distance. This time the shoe landed on the iron frame. The sound she made attracted the man's attention. The two sisters finally saw the hope of being rescued, but the next moment turned into despair. After the man picked up the shoes, he looked in all directions, but he didn't cut at the top. He just swiped it to the side. Then he cursed and left, watching the man and the dog go further and further away. Mary couldn't control herself any longer. She pulled out a flare and was about to fire it, but Ruth stopped her in time. Ruth said it was daytime, and it wouldn't do any good. The men came in an RV. They're obviously camping here. We'd have a better chance of being rescued if we launched at night. Mary listened to her sister's advice. It's been a long night at 10,000 meters. She couldn't wait to pull out the flare. She fired it into the sky without hesitation. The red flame lit up the night sky and attracted the man's attention. Then he saw the two trapped sisters through the binoculars. At the same time, the two sisters also realized that they were looking at each other. They were dancing happily. They thought it would be nice if they could call for help, but imagination is a beautiful thing. The man's next move dashed all their hopes. The man didn't even look at the sisters when he came over. He took a crowbar and smashed their car. Inside, he did a lot of work. Soon the car was on fire. Then he took off. Their car was stolen just like that. Who can understand the ups and downs of the situation? In despair again and again, the two men struggled through another long night. The next day, they couldn't hold out much longer. Ruth decided to take the risk of going down to the backpacks to retrieve the water and the drone. It might be their only hope of survival. Then he tied a rope to the top, and then he risked his life to move down a little bit. Ruth has reached the end of the rope, but she's still a little bit short of reaching the backpack. And then she made a desperate decision. She unlocked the safety port on her body. Then she kicked.
Ritorna su! Ander, no!
She was able to jump over without any danger. Her sister was in a cold sweat. Ruth drank some water to replenish her energy. Then she had to think about how to climb up. The problem was that she couldn't reach the rope. Then she suddenly remembered the selfie stick in her backpack. She picked up the backpack with the selfie stick. She stretched out her arm and hung it on the rope. But then came the real test. She had to jump on top of the backpack in a desperate attempt. It looks dangerous, but it's not safe at all. She made it. Her sister tugged on the rope as hard as she could. Ruth also tries her best to climb up. At this point, they had no idea of the danger that was coming. Just as Ruth reached the bottom of the platform, she was about to escape. Then an accident occurred.